You got to run this show. A woman want to be led. And a real leader leads from the front. Dominate, but never domineer. Never assert your will onto your lady in an arrogant way. It's going to cause her to be rebellious. And once she starts to be rebellious, you're going to start to be more domineering, which in return is going to cause her to be what? Develop. What's the word? It's a particular word I'm looking for. She's going to develop resentment. Once she develops resentment for you, the respect is gone. And once the respect is gone, the love is gone.
That boy.
You are now watching Create a Steady Hustle with Likquidcash.
Cheers, what it is and what it ain't. It's yours truly, Likquidcash. I need it all out the stash, a.k.a. Money Making Mitch. Hide ya. Right now you tuning in and you watching the Create a Steady Hustle show. You know it's going to be a dope episode. You know how we coming. You know how we bringing it, man. It's about everything under the sun. We're going to talk about it all. We're going to give you some news you're going to use. And we're also going to give you some information that's going to direct you into the right location on where you need to be. You dig? Well, let me get all the way right. Let me get my swag all the way right. You know what I'm saying? I had to motherfucking put on them Louis Vuitton shades, man. Y'all know how we doing it. Y'all know I'm bringing it. And I'm with my number one host. Yes. You know I have to, come on, man. Y'all know I got to be with my number one host. Prince, what's up, baby? Say what's up to the camera. You tired? It's kind of late in the night, but you know. You shy? What's up, man? Say what's up to the people, man. Say what's up to the people. You're fresh in your Gucci sweater. You're looking good. Hey, you know what? I might as well do the drip check since I'm talking about the Gucci sweater that Prince got on. Matter of fact, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Come on, Prince. Show them your Gucci sweater, man. Come in. He got on that lime green Gucci sweater. He feeling good, feeling great, looking good. He got his perm done. You know what I mean? Yeah, he got the red hair. He got the, y'all can see, right? The green Gucci sweater, man. He fly, man. He looking real good. But he tired right now. He camera shy, man. Say hi to the dog that don't bark, because his bite is louder than his bark. But he cooling though. You chilling? You all right? You good? All right, I'm gonna leave him alone, let him do his thing while he chilling. We're gonna let the show go on, all right? As you can see, as I got on these Louis Vuitton shades. I got on a Chanel sweater. You know what I mean? A comfortable fit. It's definitely groovy, definitely fit real nice. I got on some white pants. You know, you gotta keep it all the way clean. Got on some white pants, and you know, one of my brothers put me on a Fashion Nova. He told me Fashion Nova got some nice pants, and I'm like, nigga, Fashion Nova? I ain't really fucking with Fashion Nova. That ain't really my style. I ain't never really been on the site before. But he said, you know what? They got some dope ass pants. So when he came over to the crib, we was about to go to the club. He put on some white pants. I said, damn, okay, yeah, you right. They all fly. So I went on Fashion Nova and got some white pants for $24, man. So all you niggas that's wearing the same jeans for a week and a half, go on Fashion Nova, get you some jeans for $10, man. It ain't about what you wear, it's how you put it on, man. Everything look better once I put it on, so it don't even matter how much it costs. You know what I mean? The price don't even matter. Plus, the bitch ain't gonna know how much it costs anyway, man. You feel me? So it ain't really no big deal, you dig? So all you niggas, man, that's a little fashion tip for you niggas that, matter of fact, it's a fashion tip for me. He put me on because I wasn't really shopping on Fashion Nova. I didn't even know nothing about it. But only thing I get off of Fashion Nova, honestly, is some jeans. Only 2 white jeans I've gotten so far. I haven't been on the site since, but maybe in the future I might check it out and skim through it again one more time. But other than that, man, you know, I gotta put on the Prada. You feel me? Classic Prada sneakers, white bottoms, patent leather on the top, green of course, because you know you gotta match the bottom with the top and the top with the bottom. You ain't gotta do all the colory flavors. You know what I mean? The purple pants, purple top, yellow glasses. You know what I mean? Looking like a starburst. Nah, that ain't how you do it, man. You gotta coordinate. You know what I mean? You gotta stay fly by coordinating. If you ain't coordinating, you ain't doing it right. And it ain't but what you wear, is how you put it on. I make the clothes look better once I put it on. Know what I mean? So that's it for the drip check. Matter of fact, hold up. I got to talk about the glasses a little more, man. I just skimmed past this. You know what I mean? It's the Louis Vuitton glasses, man. They got an ombre greenish color. It's green with a little bit of like a tannish, brownish type of vibe to it. You feel me? These are just fly, man. These are different. I just felt like I felt like I needed to, you know what I mean? Spice it up a little bit, you heard? And that's just how I'm bringing it, man. You know what I mean? Staying fly, staying on top of my gear. I like to, you know, when I look good, I feel good. And the better I look, I can give y'all a better show. You feel me? So every time you see me on this particular, you know, episode or on this couch sitting down and you see me dressing, you know, like I'm ready to go out to the club, I'm just dressing like this because it makes me feel good. When I look good, I feel good. So you feel me? So you always want to buy new shit. Stop wearing that old shit, man. Buy new shit. You know what I mean? Because that old shit got old energy. You want to buy new, fresh clothes so you got a new, fresh energy. This is a brand new sweater. It's brand new jeans, brand new sneakers, because it got new energy, man. Feel me? So when you feeling that energy, you feeling that vibration from the screen to, you know what I mean, to your laptop or to your phone, that's because I'm feeling good. You feel me? Anyway, I'm going to get my tea prepared. Y'all know I got to have my tea, right? Y'all know I got to do that. It ain't right if I ain't got no tea, man. All y'all coffee drinkers, Casamigo, Don Julio Reposado drinkers. Cheers to y'all, but I'm going to drink my tea. You feel me? You dig? Once I got my tea, it keep me in a mellow mood. Keep me in a, you know what I mean? I feel calm. I feel collective. I feel easy. You feel me? Anyway, you know I got to give a shout out to the sponsors. Y'all know it's only right. Jackpot Mobility. Today's episode is sponsored by Jackpot Mobility. Anytime you're in the Las Vegas area, you need a mobility scooter, you want to roam through the streets of Las Vegas in style, you want to ride with the winners, call up Jackpot Mobility. They're going to get you right, all right? Definitely hit them up. The description and information will be below. Also, you need a party bus. You got a whole group in town. You got like 10 people. You got a bachelorette party. You got a bachelor party you need to hit up. Or you just want to go to the club in style. Hit up Luxury Brothers. They got a beautiful Sprinter party bus. Man, y'all already know, man. You're going to have all the liquor. It's going to have all the vibe. It's going to be playing the right music. The sound system is immaculate. Definitely hit them up. The information will be in the description below. You dig? Anyway, we're going to have a wonderful show, man. We're going to get into it. This show is all about keys to keeping your lady happy. Now, everything I'm going to say in this particular show is something you already know. You might have forgotten, but all this information you already know. I'm just going to remind you of things that you should be remembering and apply into your relationship because you once did it before, but somewhere down the line you just stopped doing it. So I'm going to try to give you the keys and a few tips to having a happy relationship and moving forward in a positive way with your lady. But let me say this first. I got to say this disclaimer. I got to put this out there. It's damn near impossible to make a woman happy if she's not happy with herself. I don't care how many bags you buy her. I don't care how many trips you take on. I don't care how many dates y'all went on. If she's not happy with herself, she's going to receive your gift and then tomorrow or the week after or the month after be mad and sad about something else. She's going to have another issue with you about something out of this world. She's going to create a problem from thin air. You have to be happy with yourself. Any woman that is not happy with herself is going to cost you a lifetime of pain because all you're going to be trying to do is trying to make her happy and you're going to go out your way to do it. And it won't work because she's not happy with herself. You got to be happy with yourself first before you can be happy with anybody else. You dig? And misery loves company. So stay away from them miserable bitches. Anyway, we're going to get into it. I had to let you know that because some of these tips might not work if you got a miserable bitch. We interrupt this episode for a quick, short commercial break. I know y'all enjoying the episode, but listen, man. Y'all know we got to pay the bills. Y'all know we coming. We doing quality over quantity. Y'all loving what I'm saying, so y'all got to support the platform. And how you do that? Likquidcash.com. Y'all see what I got on the site? Yeah, this is the new snapbacks trucker hats we got, man. That Halloween orange, fire, pumpkin orange. This is, come on, man, it's undeniable, baby. This is something you definitely need in your life, you dig? Also, we got that, new t-shirts we just dropped. They ain't on the site yet, but by the time you see this is definitely gonna be on the site. This that Cash is King black tee with the logo on the front. Fire. You put this on with the right chain, right pants, and some all white Air Force Ones. You fresh at that. Y'all see I got on that windbreaker. Yeah, the all red joint with the black and the white. Yeah, I'm fly. Y'all know how I'm doing it, baby. Also, but check this out. We also got the blue one too. Yeah. We got the blue, white, and black with the Cash is King on the back. Y'all see how we coming, man. Fly shit only, man. Fly shit only. And you know I got the pants to match. You know I can't do it without the pants to match. Come on, man. You gotta have the Cash is King pants. You feel me? Windbreaker. Right in time for the season, baby. Also, you know I stay with drip, baby. That Cash apparel hoodie, red. We got it in red. We got it in tan and olive green print. Y'all see how we going? Hey, listen, man. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me, man. And we got that Cash is King hoodie, huh? You feel me? It's hoodie season. That true blue. That New York Yankee blue. You know what I mean? You know, you put this on with a New York Yankee fitted hat, light blue jeans, all white Air Force Ones. It's undeniable, man. I'm gonna show y'all niggas how to get fresh, and you ain't gotta break the bank. Go on Likquidcash.com and shop with your boy. Now back to the episode. Cheers. Ladies, also gotta say, if I'm using the word bitch and you get offended by it, then that's not my problem. That's something you need to work on, all right? If you get offended by the word bitch, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about bitches. Ladies and bitches and women are different. Plus, it's just the way I describe certain things when I'm getting in my groove and when I'm talking. So you don't get so bent out of shape on the B word. I'm gonna put female in there. I'm gonna put women in there. I'm gonna throw a little mixture of everything in there, all right? Don't make it seem like I'm just gonna be using the B word all throughout my podcast, all throughout my episodes. I'm gonna mix a little bit of everything in there so you can kind of get a little, see the diversity in my vocabulary. All right. What's up, Prince? You sleeping? Come on, Prince. You supposed to be the co-host of the show, man. You can't be sleeping, man. You supposed to be the co-host of the show, and you over here taking naps. Come on, man. You gonna let me do the whole show by myself? Prince Camera Shy, y'all. But it's all good. We're gonna get it done, you know what I mean? Hey, listen, man. Like I said again, I'm not gonna say nothing high and mighty out the sky. I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know that you might have forgotten, but it's time for you to remember, refresh your memory on what you need to do in keeping your lady happy. Listen, man, tip number 1, man. I deal with the problems first. Once we get the problems out of the way, then we're gonna get to the solutions. The main problem is you got too comfortable. You did whatever you could to get her attention. You took her out on dates. You flew out of the country. You took her to Miami. You was buying roses. You was doing all the things that you needed to do in order to get her attention. And then all of a sudden you stop. Soon as you capture your prey, you stop doing all the things you needed to do. And that's a problem. You can't get comfortable when you're dealing with women. Because when you get too comfortable, they start to figure you out. And once she figure you out, then it's going to be hard for you to really, you know what I mean, grab her attention the way you want to, because she already got you mapped out. You always want to be in a Rubik's Cube to a woman. You always want to be a mystery. Always have her thinking. Never let a woman figure you out. Can't get comfortable. You got to do the things that how you start is how you finish. The things you were doing in the beginning, you have to do that through the course of the relationship. If you stop doing it at any time throughout the relationship, she's going to be questioning and wondering, who are you doing it for? Because you're not doing it for her. And she know you one way. How you start is how you finish. If you came into the relationship leading with your wallet, don't get mad when she take you to the bank. Know what I mean? So you got to understand, it's important that you always maintain a certain flow, because she's watching every step of the way. You got to figure her out, but you can't let her figure you out. So you can't get comfortable. If you start off by taking her to 5-star restaurants, you cannot take her to 2-star, 3-star, 1-star restaurant once you got her. You know what I mean? You got to continue with this particular, you done set the bar so high. So you got to continue keeping that bar elevating. Because if you don't, she's going to be curious to go find another person that's going to put on, you know what I mean, keep that bar up there. You feel me? So I'm not saying you start off at a 1-star restaurant or a 1-star hotel when you first meet her. All I'm just saying is don't live above your means. Don't do things that you know you can't sustain. Don't start talking on the phone every day, having conversations with her every day for an hour and a half. And then all of a sudden, once you got her, y'all a boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever y'all have you want to just call her 5 minutes throughout the day. Y'all have conversations less and less. Now she's going to be thinking about what are you doing when you're not talking to her? Because she know you to be a nigga that's always on the phone communicating with her. She got accustomed to your routine. You can't let your lady figure out your routine. Now, I mean, it's very important that you always be mixing it up. You know what I mean? That's why when women call me, I always keep the conversation short. I don't have long conversations with them. Because if I start to talk to them for 2 hours, an hour, half an hour on the phone, they think I got the time and the day to be just gossiping with them on the phone about nothing. You do that shit with your girlfriends, man. I'm on the move trying to get to the bag. I don't got time to be talking to you for 30 minutes on the phone if it ain't about no money. You feel me? So if I really got some action at you and I'm really interested in you, maybe the first week I'll give you about 30 minutes on the phone. Maybe the first week. But after that, if I don't see no movement and you ain't moving in the direction I want you to go in, it's over. It's a wrap for that. I'm moving on to the next. To keep it all the way 1,000, I gave you three days to say something I really want to hear. After 3 days, I'm really losing interest. Know what I mean? Some of you niggas, kudos to y'all. Y'all want to talk to a woman for 2-3 hours on the phone and y'all want to chase and pursue her for a year, 2 years, 6 months. Nah, that ain't happening over here. I ain't chasing no woman for no 6 months or a year. It ain't happening. Some of you niggas been in women DMs for 4, 5, 6 years. Dedicated. Every morning you hitting up, what up, beautiful? I hope you have a wonderful day. Every morning you hitting up, you in the DM, good night. She haven't responded yet. She read your text and left you on scene. And you still in the DMs, over and over, hoping that you get a response. Y'all niggas is crazy, man. Y'all niggas got too much time on y'all hands. Too much time on your hands. If I send a DM, just if I send a DM, I'm gonna give y'all a little tip. If I send a DM, right, it's gonna be two wine glass bottles or 2 champagne glasses cheers into each other, right? And they be like, why you send cheers? What we cheers into? What? Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna give y'all that game. Fuck it, I can't give y'all that game, man. I can't even, certain shit I gotta keep to myself. I almost gave y'all my little tip on how I slide in DMs. I can't give y'all all my game, man. You know what I mean? Because the moment if I'm doing it, then all y'all start doing it, y'all gonna muddy up the waters, man. You know what I mean? So I can't give y'all all my game. Pardon me, I almost let that one slide, but I had to wheel it back in. So yeah, I don't really spend too much time talking on the phone. You know what I mean? So you gotta be mindful of what you're doing in the beginning. It's okay to take her to a nice restaurant once you meet her. You know what I mean? Spend a little dollars on the bill. Let her know that you got, your pockets right. You ain't broke. You ain't fucked up out here. You feel me? You want to go to a nice, wherever she like to eat. Always inquire what you like to do. Find out what they like to eat. Find out what they like to do so you can meet them where they're at. I know some of you niggas that want to front and act like you balling. You want to take women out to, Roof Chris, Carbones, Toca Madera, all these nice ass restaurants. Catch, if you're in Las Vegas, what else? Nobu. Women love Nobu. So you gotta, ask her what she like to do before you start offering to take her to Carbones. Maybe she not the Carbone type of chick. Maybe she's a cheesecake type of bitch. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she like the Cheesecake Factory. And now you want to, take her to Carbones. You putting the standards too high. She might not be on that type of time. You know what I mean? If she at Cheesecake, keep her there. Now till you figure out how she moving, if she is valuable and she's an asset to be in your life. And then when she's an asset and you can see that she's moving in the direction where you want her to be, then you start to, raise the bar and take her to nicer restaurants and let her know this is the type of time you want. This is the type of places you like to eat at. But don't start off there if that's not what she's into. Maybe she like just a cool sushi bar, at one of the local spots in her neighborhood. Maybe she's just a simple chick and she like that type of vibe. Maybe that's what she's used to. Once you find out what she likes, then you can set the bar higher once you understand where you're going to take it in this relationship. You feel me? So you got to be strategic anytime you're dealing with a female. Know what I mean? And I'm always going to repeat this throughout this episode. How you start is how you finish. Don't switch it up later in the end. See, the problem is, again, you niggas get boring. That's the problem. You get boring. You got the bitch. She's interested in you. You moved her in. Now you got her in your crib. Now she's a part of your world. She's a part of your life. And you ain't doing nothing no more because you felt like you got her. We lions. We like to go hunting, praying for whatever we desire. And once we capture it, sometimes we just relax. And we just cool and we just be easy, and we not understanding that we got to maintain a certain level of excitement. You got to maintain a certain level of mystery. So you got to take her out to certain places that she may not even think that you interested in. You might have to take her to Universal Studios. Yeah, I know it's for kids, Universal Studios, but you might want to go there because it's going to keep your vibration high. You know what I mean? Always be tapped in with your childlike mind, because women like to do fun things. You feel me? You might have to go-kart riding. It's fun. You want to do things that's going to raise the vibration. You might want to go to the, October, Halloween. You want to go to Universal Studio for the haunted house. Or you want to do all that crazy, scary shit because she's going to be entertained by that. The problem is you got boring. All you want to do all day is Netflix and chill and play video games with the homeboys. And she's not, she might let that slide because she love you, she care about you. But you're going to have to honestly start to step your game up if you really want to keep your woman satisfied. You can't be mad if she cheating on you or she fucking with the next nigga because you're not doing your job. How you start is how you finish. When you came into the relationship, you was, spending that bread. You was taking out the dates every week. You was calling her every other day, checking on her, making sure she's straight. Now you're not doing that no more because you feel like, man, I got the bitch. I don't need to do none of that. That's the problem right there. You think you got her, but getting her is one thing, keeping her is the other. That's where the work comes in. When you're trying to keep a woman, that's where the work comes in. And to keep a woman, you're going to have to keep her intrigued. Women love to be intrigued. The more you keep her intrigued, the more she's interested in you. I know you're enjoying the episode, but I want y'all to take 5 seconds out your day. Just 5 seconds. Hold on. We're going to get back to it. I know it's getting juicy and we talking some real shit. You dig? But listen, I want y'all to check out my book, The Power of Thought. You can think your way to a rich and prosperous life. Change your mind and you can change your life. It's just that simple. I want y'all to check out my book, man, on www.thepowerofthought.shop. Check it out. Click the link below. Support your boy. Written by yours truly, Likquidcash. Now get back to the episode. Cheers. Feel me? So I always become a mystery to women. I never let them figure me out. I let them get close, but not too close where they can see all my movements. Once they see all my movements and my patterns, they think they got me figured out. And once they got you figured out, they can tell when you're doing something outside of the relationship. They could tell when you like stepping out on them. Cause now Friday nights, you usually come over to her crib or she comes over to your crib and y'all chilling, y'all watch movies. But all of a sudden, a few Friday nights, you ain't been coming over. A few Friday nights, you've been coming over late when you do show up. You understand where I'm coming from? Now she thinking in her mind, what happens? She starts to have these negative thoughts. And once the imagination goes left, it's hard to bring her back right. Because once you let the imagination roam too far, she's going to create scenarios where she already thinks she got you figured out. She knows what you're doing and who you're doing with, because now she's being Columbo. She's spying on you. She's checking through your phone when you're sleeping. You think you got everything locked because you got a face ID activation, but nah, she got you covered. Because as soon as you go to sleep, she's using your face to open up your phone, and now she's going through your shit. Any woman that says she don't go through her man's phone, she's a liar. All women go through niggas' phones. They just try to find the right opportunity and time to do it. If a woman have never went through your phone, that's because she hasn't found the opportunity and time to do it, or she hasn't figured out your passcode yet. But I guarantee you let her figure out your passcode, she's gonna find a way to get in your phone to see what you're doing. So you gotta stay on top of your game. You understand? Stay on top of your game at all times. I'm giving y'all some valuable lesson. This is for the guys. Ladies, y'all could definitely enjoy some of this information too, but this information is for the males. Giving y'all some tips on how to keep your woman happy. Stay on top of your game, man. Don't slack for 1 second. How you think Kobe scored 81 points in one game? Because he stayed on top of his game. He keep on shooting his shot. See, some of y'all niggas are shooting your shot at the wrong bitches. You gotta chill out, man. Fuck with who fuck with you. Like who likes you. My mother always told me, pick the female that's interested in you. Because once she's interested in you, you ain't gotta jump over hoops to get her. That means you ain't gotta jump over hoops to keep her. You understand where I'm coming from? But don't slack. Stay on top of your A game, like I said. Also, if a woman bring an issue to you, she has something that she wants to address, learn how to communicate. Understand that you getting angry and upset and being pissed off very easily or aggravated, or you got like bipolar issues where you can't even communicate to your woman and you get mad at simple things that she's trying to bring to your attention, you're going to turn her off. And once a woman shuts down and she stops seeing you as a person that she can talk to, she's going to talk to the worst type of people, which is her homegirls. Once she starts talking to her homegirls, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? Because all the information she going to get from them is going to be negative. It's not going to be information that's going to be suitable for you and her to keep moving strong and keeping the relationship tight. You always want to have that line of communication where your woman can feel comfortable talking to you and she feels embraced when she's talking to you. She's not being judged. You're not going to act crazy and start to be boisterous and loud and be abusive verbally. You always want to keep a line of communication where the conversation between you and your woman is always on a mutual respect level. All that socializing with her female friends, that's going to put you in a lot of hot water. Women want a reason to talk about you. Don't give them one. All right? So learn how to communicate. I'm giving you the problems and the solutions. We're going to talk about it all. That's the problem with a lot of you niggas. Y'all got no game. Y'all don't know how to converse with a woman. Y'all talk about the same dumb shit. And you think you're going to keep your woman entertained. You're going to move your woman into your crib and you ain't got nothing to talk about. That's why the relationship gets boring. When you met her, you was fucking her like a rabbit. Now 6 months later down in the relationship, about 3 years in the relationship, you not fucking her like you used to. You know why you not? Because you got bored and she got bored. Because when you met her, you was fucking her like a rabbit. You couldn't get enough of her. 3 times, 4 times a day, you trying to get inside that. Now you're leading with your dick. Now you think you're going to keep her entertained through sexual pleasures. How long you think you're going to be able to keep that up? Huh? Please tell me, how long you think you're going to keep having your woman dickmatized and having her interest by sexual pleasures? Eventually, you're going to fall short. You're going to fall off. You know why? Because she going to get tired of it. You going to get tired of it. You always got to keep that space. You always have to practice willpower. Yeah, she's walking around the house and she's wearing something nice and sexy and shit. You looking at that fat ass, you like, damn, I'm about to get in that. You know what I mean? But you got to practice willpower. You got to understand you can't overdo it, because if you overdo it, you're going to get bored. It's like eating a bologna sandwich every day. Imagine your woman cooking the same thing every day and you eating the same thing every day, 3 times a day. By the 3rd day, you like, bitch, you ain't got nothing else. You ain't got no other recipe that you know how to cook. Man, I'm tired of eating spaghetti, man. Matter of fact, my mother always told me to stay away from bitches that cook spaghetti because they put blood in it. And now I'm addicted to her and I don't know why. You feel me? So yeah, don't lead with your dick. Be mindful of that. You know what I mean? Because how you start is how you gonna finish. If you sexing like a rabbit in the beginning, you gotta be sexing like that the 3rd year of the relationship. And if you not, she gonna think you fucking someone else. And once a woman start to think you fucking someone else, you gonna have other issues and other problems that you don't wanna have to deal with. I'm not saying don't dick your bitch down. All I'm saying is be mindful of how many times you're doing it throughout the week. Always keep a space for that sexual tension to build up. Use that energy to manifest your goals. Put that energy into something else, working on your craft. You don't always have to have that sexual energy and release it soon as you see her walk in the room. You know what I mean? Because once you get tired of it and she gets tired of it, you know what's going to happen? You can't bust your nut the same. So what you doing now? You thinking about another bitch while you fucking her because you want to get your nut off. And guess what? Your bitch is doing the same thing too. She thinking about another nigga while she fucking you just to get a nut. And you would never know it. And I bet you can't believe it's gonna happen. You wouldn't even believe it can happen to you. You know why you wouldn't believe it? Because you was a square. She ain't gonna never tell you. You know what I mean? So you'll never find out. But if you doing it, 9 out of 10 times she's doing it too. Just to get your nut off, you got to think about another female that you saw earlier that day in the strip club. Because you've been fucking your bitch so much, you just got bored and tired of it. Trust me, it happens in reverse too. She gets tired of your ass too, because you're doing the same position every week, every other day, the same position. You fucking her from the side. You don't think she get tired of that shit, nigga? You don't think she gonna get tired of you fucking her from the side? You might have to take her to a drive-in movie theater and fuck in the backseat of your car. Yeah, women love to get slutted out, man. Don't get it fucked up. You trying to act like your bitch is holier than thou. No, your bitch like to get slutted out. And she wants you to slut out. You got to be willing to do that. If you're not doing that, then it's a problem. Women are freakier than you think they are. You feel me? Take her to the sex store. You're going to see all the things she like to buy. All the things you thought she wasn't interested in. But yeah, she's interested in all that shit. You understand? Women, I think personally, women think about sex more than men. That's just in my personal opinion. Maybe 10 years ago they wasn't, but trust me, right now, in today's society, women are fucking just as much as men or even more. They're way more sexual. They're way more in tune with their sexuality. And everything I learned in the bedroom, sexual and freaky, I learned it from a woman. They told me they like to get choked. They told me they like to get smacked and all this other shit. You know what I mean? A woman exposed me to that. I didn't just come out smacking bitches in the face. Nah, I didn't come out just choking bitches. No, a bitch told me she liked to get choked. She liked to get smacked. She want me to spit in her face. I mean, like, come on, like, women are freaky nowadays. They like a lot of kinky shit. And who am I not to fulfill their dreams and their fantasies, you know what I mean? But yeah, like I was saying, man, always leave room for that sexual tension to build up. Don't overdo it. Pace yourself. If your female feel like she can touch you anytime when she wants to, then that's a problem. Because if a woman can control you with sexual pleasures, then she got you wrapped around her finger. She controls the relationship. If she feels she can cut off sex and that can make you do whatever she wants you to do, then that's a problem. You should never have your woman in control of you through sex. You always got to be able to cut that off and refuse having sex with her when she wants it. Because you run the show. Me personally, I only have sex when I want to. A woman could never call me up, never in history, call me up and say, hey, what are you doing? Can you come over? I want to have sex. That's the fastest way to turn me off. You cannot DoorDash this dick to your crib. It ain't happening. That's the fastest way to turn me off. A lot of you niggas got DoorDash dick. A bitch can call you up any minute, any time of the day, and you're gonna come over and you're gonna dick her down, and you're gonna leave, and she's gonna be on the phone with another nigga. Cause that's all you are. You a DoorDash dick type of nigga. You don't value yourself. She can be able to control you with the sexual pleasures that she's offering. A woman can never get me to come over a crib by saying, can you come over? I'm horny, I want some dick. It ain't happening. I wouldn't even respond to that text. She's not even gonna get a response from me. She's not. This is not happening. You're not gonna get a response from me if you're talking to me like that. That doesn't move me. I'm not a human dildo. It's not gonna happen. You dig? Because I value myself, and I know when I put it down, I put it down. You dig? When I have sex, I'm gonna have it to the best of my ability. So it's gonna be like an event. It's gonna be like an extravaganza. You feel me? Yeah, she gonna be happy and excited the moment she say, the moment I tell her I'm coming over to drop that motherfucking dick off. She gonna feel like it's Christmas. You know what I mean? And she's opening a new gift that she's been waiting for all year. That's how it is when I'm having sex with my women, or any woman that I'm dealing with, for that matter. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a lot of built up sexual tension, and it's gonna be an explosion. But I know how to maneuver. You know what I mean? I've been in this, you know what I mean? I've been doing this for a while. I don't never let a woman use and abuse me sexually. A lot of you niggas getting used and abused sexually. Only thing you are is a human dildo. That's the only thing she could use you for. You don't have the intellectual capabilities to stimulate her mentally. You know what I mean? I'm gonna repeat that. That's the only thing you niggas could be used for is sex, because you don't have the intellectual capability to stimulate her mentally. And that's the first thing you want to do when you meet a woman, is to stimulate her mentally, because once you control the mind, you control the body. And once you control the body, everything else is, you know what I mean? Everything else is plush. Everything is easy sailing after that. So keep that in mind. Read books, like I always say. Listen to audio books. Work out. Do the things that you need to do to put yourself in a position of power. You always want to be in a position of power. Because once you're in a position of power, you can call the shots. You can navigate the waters. You can let her know how you know what I mean? What's your program and how you coming. When you're not in a position of power, you can't call no shots. She's calling the shots. A lot of you niggas move in with women. Stop moving in with women. That's the first mistake. Stop moving in with women. Stop letting women move in with you. Too soon. If y'all not getting married, stop having women move in with you, man. Because when she move, everything could be going fine in y'all relationship. She got her own place. You got your own place. You in your own space. She's in her own space. But the moment y'all moving together, that always fucks up the relationship. For some reason, things go downhill. Now, it don't happen in every case, but most cases, the relationship go downhill once you moving with each other because she's studying your every move. Like I said before, you're studying her every move. You're realizing things about her that you don't like. She's realizing things about you that she doesn't like. She's realizing that you keeping the toilet seat up. You're nasty. You don't flush the toilet after you take a shit or a piss. She's watching everything you're doing. You feel me? Some of you niggas get so comfortable you start farting around your woman. You bugging. Now she looking at you like a regular degular nigga. I don't do none of that type of shit around my bitch. I'm not taking no shits around my woman. I'm not farting around my woman. I'm not digging in my nose around my woman. You know why I'm not doing all of that shit? Because I'm not getting too comfortable. She got to see me as excellence at all times. She got to look up to me at all times. Now, if you doing all the average shit that these niggas always doing around they chick, then you just look like the average nigga that's walking around the house scratching his ass. Y'all getting too comfortable. A woman could never say she seen me use the bathroom in front of her. A woman could never say she seen me digging my nose in front of her. A woman could never say she smelled my fart. Never in life, never in history. It ain't happening. I'm not getting that comfortable. And she can't do that shit around me either. You expect me to hit that after I just saw you take a shit? It ain't happening. It just called me bougie, called me whatever you want to call me. It just ain't happening. You feel me? I don't get that comfortable. That's just me. Some of you niggas getting too comfortable. You dig? Anyway, next topic. Don't ask for a threesome if you're not qualified to ask for one. You can't even satisfy the woman you got, but you want to ask for a threesome and have another woman enter your relationship, and you're not even doing the things that you need to do in your relationship with her. You could barely satisfy her, but you want to bring another woman into the bedroom? Okay, that's cool. Let's say she do allow you to have a threesome with another woman. You breaking all the rules. A lot of you niggas don't know there's rules to the threesome. This is important. I got to get close. I got to get right for this. There's rules to having a threesome. All right? Now, I've had threesomes in my life. Never was planned. I never had a threesome that was planned. All my threesomes are always spontaneous. You know, spontaneous moments. I remember one time I was a kid, my first threesome, I was at my father's crib. Of course, I didn't have a crib. So I was at my father's crib. I invited 2 girls over. Now, I invited one to come over at 12 and I invited the other one to come over at 4. For some reason, they both end up coming over the exact same time. What a fucking coincidence, right? They end up coming over the exact same time. Now, most niggas will kind of get scared in this position. Most niggas would be like, damn, what am I going to do? He probably would, you probably would fumble the ball in this particular incident. But I didn't. I just introduced the women and said, Cheryl meet Kim, Kim meet Cheryl. And basically, that's how I was able to finagle the situation. I introduced the women. And then I said, you know what? They really wasn't upset. That was crazy. When I introduced them, you'd think they would have got upset that I invited 2 women over at different times, but they didn't really get upset. So when I introduced them together and we went into the crib, I was just talking to both of them at the same time. I didn't single off one and put one in one room and put the other in the other room. Nah, I brought both of them into my bedroom and we was watching porno. And then we didn't have a conversation on why she's here or why this one is here or where did I met her at or where did I meet this one at. We didn't talk about that. We just talk about regular conversation that we was all engaging in. And then I turned on a porno. And once I turned the porno on, I started sucking on this one breast. This one started sucking on the other breast. And then it became an extravaganza. You feel me? That was my first threesome. A lot of you niggas would have fumbled that ball. A lot of you niggas would have hide under the bedroom. Tell your sister to go tell the bitches that you're not home. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of you niggas would do. But me, I kept it all the way player. I introduced the females. I let them know, hey, They knew I was single anyway. They wasn't my girlfriends or nothing like that. So if they got mad, it would have been like, y'all out of pocket for getting mad, because none of y'all are my girlfriends. We just cooling. We ain't going steady. You know what I mean? So once we, did our little 1-2 thing, that was the first and the last time. I don't think I follow up on them, because there was just something that I was vibing with. There was just some vibes. It wasn't my girl or nothing like that. I wasn't trying to have a relationship with them. So I felt comfortable introducing them. That's my first threesome. So, but there's rules to the threesome. See, I knew at a young age, when you're having a threesome, don't go down on the other bitch that you're inviting into the threesome with you and your girl. That's rule number 1. Do not go down and have oral sex with the girl that you're inviting into the threesome. Number 2, you always give more sexual attention to your shorty, your wifey, your girl, whoever she is that you're interested in. That's the one you give the most sexual attention to. You pay way more attention sexually to your girl. Number 3, last but not least. Hey, listen, I repeat, do not bust on the female that you're having a threesome with. If you about to finish and you know you about to be done and the sexual experience is over and you about to bust your nut, do not bust your nut on the next bitch. You always bust your nut with your lady. That's the fastest way to get out of your relationship and to kill your threesome with your woman forever. You bust your nut on the bitch that y'all invited into y'all bedroom, you bugging. See, a lot of niggas, what y'all do is y'all think it's all fair in love and war. You think you can invite another woman into your bedroom and do whatever. You think your woman is not watching you throughout this whole ordeal. She's watching how many strokes you give this bitch when you hitting it from the back. She's counting the fact that you only gave her 100 strokes and you gave this bitch 101. And you're going to hear about it later. She might not say nothing within this space and time right now, but later you're going to hear about it. She's going to tell you about, hold on, how come you gave this bitch 101 stroke and only gave me 100? You're going to hear about it for sure. She going to bring it up. Hold on, how come you went down on her? So you just go down on any bitch you meet? This is what you do? This is how you move? Now she thinking you doing this to every bitch you meet in the streets, which you probably are, but you don't want her to know that. But she already figured that out because that's what you're doing in the bedroom with the threesome. Know what I mean? And another thing, when you're having a threesome, this is just something that I do when I'm having a threesome. You always switch between condoms. Anytime you having a threesome, you go having sex with your lady, and then you go to have sex with this other chick, you take off one condom, throw that away, put on a brand new one. You don't know what this bitch is doing on the side when you're not around. And whatever she has, if you're using the same condom with this bitch, with your lady, now you transferring body fluids, which can cause an STD. You feel me? If she got herpes, if she's got chlamydia, if she got gonorrhea, now you just pass it to your lady. You got to switch every time. You always got to put on brand new condom every time you switching between partners. See, there's rules to threesomes. Your woman is watching everything you're doing. Remember what I said earlier? You always want to be a mystery. You always want to be in a Rubik's Cube, a puzzle. You want to make it hard for her to figure you out. She's watching you 24/7. Every step you take, every move you make, your lady is watching you. So you have to be on point with everything you do. How you do one thing is how you do everything. There's rules and regulations to everything that goes on in your relationship and that goes on in life, period. Know what I mean? So remember that. If your lady decide to have a threesome with you, respect the threesome, follow these rules, and you'll be okay. And you'll be able to have more threesomes in the future because she know you ain't a horn dog. You ain't just so fucking horny that you You just start doing any and everything to the bitch that you are bringing in the bedroom. Know what I mean? Don't start kissing the chick in the mouth either. Don't do all of that either. Don't kiss her in the mouth. Don't do no oral sex. Don't bust a nut on the bitch. Don't do none of that weird ass shit that you do with your lady. You keep it separate. Now you're gonna hit it, of course, but that's about it. And when you hit it, you don't get all the way into it. Know what I mean? If the pussy better than your lady on, you don't act like it is. You act like it's not. You know what I mean? Anyway, man. Like I said again, I'm gonna give you the problems and I'm gonna give you the solution. We're gonna help a lot of you niggas out there in the world today, man. A lot of you niggas can't keep a woman happy. Y'all got the talents and the tools to get the woman on the hook, but you don't got the tools and the talents to keep her on the hook. And hopefully I can give you some of these tools to keeping your woman happy. All right? So you got to be a man of your word as well. Can't be out here just saying things just to say it. You have to be a man of your word. Stick to your word. Stick to your agreements. If you agree to something, stick to it. Because she's judging you based on that. That's how you know if you're a man or not. That's how she knows she got a man or not. Because she's going to value and respect you when you stick to your agreements. If you say you're taking out on Friday, you take out on Friday. You understand? If you say you're going to buy her a new TV and you're going to put it up on the wall and you're going to get it done by Tuesday, you get it done by Tuesday. If you say you're going to buy her that new bag that she's been wanting for the past 6 months, and you know Christmas is 3 weeks away, make it your duty to go ahead and go buy that bag. Especially if she's doing all the things you want her to do. Now, I ain't say trick on your lady. Don't trick on your lady. But it's okay to buy her certain things if she's handling your business and make sure she's handling you. It's okay. Buy her a new bag, buy her some shoes, get her that bust-down Cartier. And she taking care of her job and she doing everything to make you happy. It's okay to spoil your lady and make sure she looking fly just like you. You can't be the only one fly. You can't be the nigga with the big chains and the driving the fast cars and you driving luxury cars and shit like that. You wearing nice clothes and you got your bitch looking bummy. Nah, you got to make sure your woman is a reflection of you. If you got nice jewelry, you got nice cars, you living in a nice place, you want to make sure your woman is living in a nice place as well. You want to make sure your woman is driving a nice car. You want to make sure that she's having all the finer things in life. You know what I mean? If you buying your groceries from Whole Foods and Trader Joe's, don't let your bitch go to Publix or one of these other off-brand grocery stores. Make sure she getting her groceries from the same place you getting yours from. It's all about a quality of living. Feel me? You always want to upgrade your lady and make sure that she's eating just as good as you. Because if she's eating right, that means she's thinking right. You feel me? These are small little tips that you need to know in order to keep a happy relationship, a happy wife, a happy life. But a lot of times, it takes work to keep your woman happy because women are emotional. It could be a full moon. You know what I mean? And now your woman acting real weird. And you don't know why. You know why you don't know why? Because you don't know that it's a full moon and you don't know that full moons, what happens when it's a full moon, women are connected to that energy and it causes them to have an emotional imbalance, and it basically causes them to feel a certain way around a full moon. So anytime your woman's acting strange out of nowhere for no reason, check and see if it's a full moon. So when she's acting that way, you know how to respond to it. You feel me? You know it ain't coming out of nowhere. You know that, okay, it's a full moon, so my bitch gonna be acting weird today. It's okay. I understand why she's acting weird. And let her know that, hey, it's a full moon today. If you start to feel a little weird, it's all good. It ain't personal. It's just a full moon. And the full moon affects the blood flow. It affects the ocean and the tides. solar flares, and certain things in the universe affects how we feel on Earth. Be mindful of these things because it's going to help you when you're trying to deal with your woman and you're trying to figure her out. Understand what happens above happens below. A lot of things that happens in the universe affect how women feel. It ain't always necessary about you and what you did or what you didn't do. Sometimes it might have nothing to do with you. It's just the universe. And it's just how women respond to things that are happening in the universe. Now, I'm going to bring it back down in case I lose some of y'all. I'm going to bring it back down. Also, like I said again, don't be afraid to tell your woman no. Yeah, you can take your woman out. You can buy her nice things. You can do all the things that you want to do for her if she's doing all the things you need her to do for you. But also, on the flip side of that, don't be afraid to tell your woman no. If she's not handling the business and doing the things that you need her to do, don't be afraid to tell her, nah, I'm not buying that bag this week that you wanted. I'm not taking you out on a vacation to Dubai or wherever you want to go. I'm not doing none of that. Why? Because you ain't doing what I asked you to do. I've been asked you to take care of this thing for me. You ain't did it yet. It was only going to take you 60 seconds. It's been 3 weeks and you haven't taken care of it yet. So why would I go ahead and take you to a trip to Dubai, spend all kind of money when you're not taking care of the things that I want you to take care of that's only going to take about 60 seconds to handle? So if your lady's not operating in a space where she's handling your business and taking care of the things that you need her to do to make sure that your life is operating in the right way for you to be able to cater to her the way you want her to cater, you know what I mean? Where she wants you to cater to her. It's okay to tell her no. I'm quick to I tell any bitch no. You know what I mean? I'm not a yes man. I don't reward bad behavior. If you hanging out with your homegirls and you going to the club and you coming home at 7 a.m. and you know I'm the type of nigga that don't tolerate that, I want you home at a reasonable time. Even if we don't live together, I don't want you to be out in the streets hanging out till 6, 7 a.m. What are you doing at 7 a.m? The club closed at 4. Any chick that's going to after hour after the club, you ain't got enough, that's a red flag. So let me get this right. You went to the club, you had a wonderful time, you drink with your homegirls, but now you feel like you need to go to another club after the club. You want to go to after hour that gets out at 8 a.m? What are you doing in the club till 8 a.m? What are you looking for? Matter of fact, if you got to be in the club till 8 a.m, you looking for something. And it obviously ain't me, because that ain't where I'm at. So my lady's moving like that, and she's, matter of fact, a woman of mine wouldn't even be doing that. But just in case some of you niggas got women out there that's moving like that. If your woman are out in the streets at 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, and you still rewarding her and giving her things and buying her things and taking her out on trips, she's looking at you like a sucker. Because that's what you is, a sucker. And all she's going to do is what? Take you to the bank every time. If you leave with your wallet, don't get mad when she asks you to go to the bank. You dig? So tell your lady no if she's not moving the way you want her to move. Put restrictions on the relationship. Let her know you don't want her to be out in the club till 8, 7 in the morning. Yeah, I know you hanging out with your homegirls. It's her birthday, and she tell you she wants you to party and turn up with her. Yeah, that's cool. She's single. She can do whatever she want to do. But you got a man at home. Matter of fact, you married. You're a married woman. Why are you out in the club till 7 in the morning? Only thing in there is single niggas. What, you looking for one? Respect goes a long way. If your woman don't respect you, you're in problems. You understand? So, always set these boundaries. Always have your program and everything in order. Let her know your do's and don'ts. Ask her do's and don'ts. Communicate with each other. Talk about it. Discuss these things. It's very important. You have to study her, learn her, but don't let her figure you out. I'm always go back to that. Always be a mystery. Tell her something new and exciting every day. Take your lady out on trips too, man. I know I mentioned Dubai. You don't got to take your lady out the country. If your money funny and you don't got the finances to take your lady out the country, that's fine. That's no excuse. Take her to Chicago. Chicago got some of the best foods in the world. You know what I mean? They got Chicago Taste Festival. They got food festivals you could take her to. New Orleans, Mardi Gras, you could take her to that. You could hit up New York. Go have a slice of cheese, pizza. Walk up and down Times Square. See, you don't got to spend a lot of money to show your lady a good time. If y'all live somewhere in Ohio, you know your woman have never been to Seattle, take her to Seattle. Go eat at a nice restaurant. You don't got to spend all kind of money to do that. You don't got money to take your lady to a nice restaurant in Seattle, then you don't need to be having you don't even need a woman in your life, man. You need to get your life together. You need to get your life in order. You need to be focused on you getting your pockets right. You know what I mean? That's just, if you can't do that, just get you can't buy a domestic flight and take your lady to a nice restaurant, go to a museum and check out some art, then you don't need to be in a relationship. You just need to just focus on getting your life in order. So take your lady out on trips. Do things. Go to LA. Like I said, go to Universal Studio. Definitely take your lady to certain places that, there's places that's in your neighborhood, in your area that you never checked out or you never even thought about checking out. I know there's somewhere that you haven't been in your neighborhood or in your town, in your state, in your city that you've been meaning to go to that you haven't went to. It's okay. Take your lady there. She's going to enjoy herself. She's going to have a good time. Now, I mean, you got to do fun things. I like to take my women to, any woman I have in my life, I like to take my ladies to comedy clubs. I love comedy clubs because I love laughter. I mean, you got to keep your woman laughing. So I take them to comedy clubs. I go see Eddie Griffin Experience. Mike Epps come in town. Dave Chappelle come in town. I'm going to every comedy club. Some of you want to take your ladies to basketball games. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not taking my lady to no basketball game for her to watch other men run up and down a goddamn, basketball court. Nah, I'm going to take her to a comedy club where she can laugh and enjoy herself. I want to hear some jokes. Know what I mean? That's the type of stuff I like. Then after that, I'm going to go to a hookah lounge. And we're going to sip, we're going to sip on whatever we sip on. We're going to have a good conversation. And I'm going to stimulate her mind. I'm going to fuck the shit out of her mentally. You know what I mean? You got to fuck the shit out of your bitch mentally. If you ain't doing that, then it's going to be hard for you to keep her interest. Because women like to be stimulated mentally. I'm talking about real women. I ain't talking about that little hoochie, them little chicken head bitches that you be fucking on the corner. You know what I mean? That be in your neighborhood. I'm talking about real women love to be stimulated mentally. Because easy to stimulate a woman physically, that only lasts about, 5 minutes for most of you niggas. But once you stimulate her mentally, that can last a lifetime. So that's my goal. Because once I got the mind, the body is going to follow. You dig? I'm giving y'all some A1 grade 8 game right now. It's a lot of motherfucking game I'm giving y'all. I hope y'all appreciate it. Ladies, let me know in the comments if I'm lying. If I said anything that was false or wasn't truthful, let me know. Also, guys, you gotta be in control of your relationship. You gotta run this show. A woman wanna be led. And a real leader leads from the front. Dominate, but never domineer. Never assert your will onto your lady in an arrogant way. It's going to cause her to be rebellious. And once she starts to be rebellious, you're going to start to be more domineering, which in return is going to cause her to be what? Develop. What's the word? It's a particular word I'm looking for. She's going to develop resentment. Once she develops resentment for you, the respect is gone. And once the respect is gone, the love is gone. Your bitch is gone, basically. You understand? So you always want to dominate, never domineer. Be mindful of that. See, we see it happen all the time with parents and their kids. Anytime the parent starts to be domineering on the kid. Matter of fact, let me tell you what domineering means, because some of you probably never even heard the word. Domineering means to assert your will onto another in an arrogant way. All right? So, back to my example. Anytime a parent asserts their will on to their child in an arrogant way, it causes the child to be rebellious. We all been there. We all heard our parents say, this is my house. You're going to do what the fuck I say. Don't come in my house after 9. If you do, I'm locking my doors and you ain't getting back in. So what you think happens after that? The child becomes more rebellious. The child start roaming the streets a little bit more. Start not coming home after at 9 o'clock. Start sneaking women in the crib. I know, because that's what I did. I start sneaking women in the crib. I start being more rebellious. We all been there. And once you start to be rebellious, what happens? The parent becomes more domineering and they start to be abusive physically, mentally, and verbally. And their respect is gone. It happens the same way in relationships with adults. Once you start to be domineering and you start to assert your will onto your lady in an arrogant way, and she becomes more rebellious because she feels like she don't want to do what you're telling her because you're saying it from an arrogant standpoint, and that's it. Once she starts to feel that way, she becomes more rebellious, you start to be verbally abusive. And then some of you niggas who ain't got no motherfucking control start becoming physically abusive. And once you start to become physically abusive in your relationship, consider your relationship over, because once she developed resentment for you, not only could you end up losing her, which will happen anyway eventually, you could end up losing your liberty in society. You could end up going to jail. You know what I mean? Just for putting your hands on a female, you could end up going to jail. And she would sit up on the stand and testify against you, because once she built up resentment for you, all the love is already gone. So she can testify on your ass on the stand and don't feel no remorse. She's not going to feel no remorse because she's going to remember all the times that you took out your violent rage onto her. And once you get to that point, man, forget about it. You lost in the game. You lost in the sauce. Game over. Know what I mean? Now you got a charge under your belt for domestic violence. You can't see your kid. You lose custody of your child. You might, if you're lucky, you got visitation rights. This shit gets deep, man. So you have to maintain control. The first person you want to control is yourself. That's why I don't drink and I don't smoke, because I'm a control freak. The first person I want to control is me. So if you can't control your emotions, you can't control your energy, you can't control what you say, and you can't control what you do, you're going to have a problem every time in your relationship. So you got to be able to control yourself. Dominate, but never domineer. To dominate is to show power, to show influence. You influence your lady and you direct her in a positive way to do the things you want her to do. Because to dominate is to have power. It's to have influence. you have to have influence over your woman. In order to influence your woman, she has to respect you. She's not going to respect you once you start to be domineering. I'm giving y'all a lot of game, man. I hope y'all soak it all up. Like I said, I can't give it to you all in one sitting, but I'm going to try my best. These are a few tips that you can use to keep your woman happy. Some of you going to get it. Some of this shit is going to go right by some of you niggas' heads. It's okay. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. This information ain't for everybody. But rewatch this episode and you're going to find the jewels throughout the episode, because I dropped a lot of jewels in this one, all right? I ain't gave y'all all my game. You're going to have to pay for the consultation for that, or one-on-one. If y'all want a one-on-one, y'all want a consultation, hit me up. I'm going to get you right. I'm going to put you on the right track. I'm going to steer you in the right direction. I'm going to show you how to keep your lady happy. And also, ladies, I could give you the game on how to keep your man satisfied as well. Know what I mean? So, any news you want, I can give it to you. Because I've been there, I've done it. I've been in a lot of relationships enough. I succeeded at a lot of them. I failed at a lot of them. I failed enough time that I could definitely give you the game that you need in order to not make the mistakes I've made. We all made mistakes, but only some of us learn from those mistakes. I'm always learning from my mistakes. That's why I can give you the information, and I can feel so confident about it because I use it daily in my everyday life. You know what I mean? Anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment below. If you have a topic that you would love for me to talk about, make sure, put it in the comments. I'll check it out. And who knows, maybe next week on another episode, I'll be discussing your topic. I'll be discussing your question. Yeah, I know what it is. It's Liquid Cash. I need it all out the stash, aka Money Making Mitch. Cash is king and it's a boss life thing. Cheers. $250,000 on the neck, 100,000 on the vet, 50,000 left in cash. I'm a nigga, don't forget. Don't insult my intellect. I got millions in assets. You invest in your cash yet, or tricking on bet?